We can also factorize quadratic equations by using quadratic formula. Now let's see what it is. In quadratic equation, ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. We have two roots. We name them as alpha and beta. The formula says that alpha is equal to minus b plus under root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a, and the value of the second root is minus b minus under root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. This value b square minus 4ac, there is a term which is called discriminant. This d will decide whether the equation will have real roots or not. So, if d is greater or equal to 0, then we are going to get the real roots. If d is less than 0, then we will not be getting the real roots. So, as we get the equation, the very first thing we will check the d of this equation, and if d is greater or equal to 0, then we will proceed and we will find out the real roots. If d will be less than 0, we will simply write the condition there are no real roots. And when we see the formula directly, if we combine, we can say that the value of x, since it's a quadratic equation, so we are going to get two values. We can simply say x is equal to minus b plus minus under root of d upon 2a. This is the short form where d is equal to b square minus 4ac. Now, when the equation is given, first we will check d and we will find the roots. So, the first case is when d is greater than 0. In this case, the roots will be real as well as distinct. Distinct means different roots. Secondly, if d is equal to 0, then the roots will be real as well as equal. The third case, when d is less than 0, then there will be no real roots. So these three conditions we have to keep in our mind. So first we will take the example and we will see what is d. Accordingly, we will find out the roots of this equation. So let's take the question. The equation is x square minus 3x minus 4 is equal to 0. Here d is b square minus 4ac, b is minus 3, a is 1 and c is minus 4. So d is, according to this, b is minus 3, it's a square, minus 4, a is 1 and c is minus 4. So, minus 3 square is 9. This minus and minus sign will make this plus. 4 4s are 16. So, what we have observed, the value of d is 25, which is greater than 0. It means we are going to get the real roots. And that too, the first condition says when d is greater than 0, roots will be real as well as distinct. So, we will use the quadratic formula and we will find out the roots of this equation. The formula says the values of x are minus b plus minus under root of d upon 2a. Let's substitute the values of b, d and a. What is b over here? Minus 3. So, minus of minus 3 plus minus under root of d we have calculated, that is 25 upon 2 into 1 because a is 1 over here. Now further when we solve it, it is 3 plus minus 5 upon 2. So these will give us two values of x. Further, when we write it as x is equal to 3 plus 5 upon 2, once we will take positive sign, next we will take negative sign. So this will give us 8 upon 2, that is 4, and second value of x will be 3 minus 5 upon 2, that is minus 2 upon 2 is equal to minus 1. So what we have seen, the two values of x, first we will take the positive sign over here and second we will take the negative sign over here. So this will give us the two values, those are called the roots of the quadratic equation. Let's take the second example. 3x square minus 4 root 3x, here is x also, plus 4 is equal to 0. What we had observed, everything is based on d. So before you start finding out the roots, you calculate d and then proceed. So here d is b square, here b is minus 4 root 3. So minus 4 root 3 square minus 4ac. Here a is 3 and c is 4. So on solving it further, minus 4 square is 16, root 3 square is 3, minus 4 4s are 16, 3s are 48. Here also 16 3s are 48. So 48 minus 48 is 0. So the second condition what we saw was d is equal to 0 will give us real and equal roots. So let's calculate that. The value of x is minus b plus minus under root of d upon 2a. Once we see d is equal to 0, it means that this term will not be written. Why? Because d is 0, so under root of d is also 0. So ultimately the formula will be minus b upon 2a. Now this is the special condition. When d is equal to 0, then the values of x can be found directly by writing minus b upon 2a. So x is equal to minus b, minus of minus 4 root 3 upon 2 into a. Here a is 3. It means that the roots of this equation are x is equal to 4 root 3 upon 2 into 3. Purposely I have not solved it because I can see that this can be cancelled easily. So 2 1s are and 2 2s are, and when you see this 3 and root 3, we can further cancel it also, because 3 is root 3 into root 3. Or if you want to leave the answer like this, you can. But further if we want to solve, it will become 2 upon root 3. Now once I said d is 0, the roots are same. And what are the roots? Minus b upon 2a. It means the value of x is 2 by root 3 and 2 by root 3. So these are the two equal roots of this given equation since d is equal to 0. Now in the next equation we will see, that is 2x square minus 6x plus 3. Again we will calculate d and we will proceed. So let's see what are the roots in this equation. The equation is 2x square minus 6x plus 3 is equal to 0. Calculate d first. Minus 6 square minus 4 into 2 into 3. Minus 6 square is 36 minus 4 2s are 8 3s are 24. So this will be 12. Now use the formula. Here, first we will say, since d is equal to 12 and which is greater than 0. When d is greater than 0, then the roots will be real as well as distinct. Means the different roots we are going to get. So use the formula x is equal to minus b plus minus under root of d upon 2a. Here d is 12, so minus. Now b is minus 6 plus minus under root of 12 upon 2 into. Here a is also 2. So 2 into 2, that will be written like this. Now the value of x is 6, minus and minus is 6, plus minus under root of 12 upon 4. Sometimes children commit a mistake of cancelling this and this term, which cannot be, because here the terms are separated by a plus and minus sign. We cannot cancel it, but we can solve it further. This 12 is under the radical sign, which can be further simplified because 12 can be written as 4 into 3. Why purposely I am writing 4 into 3, not 6 into 2? Because this is the order of the surd, that is 2. So under root, and under root of 4 can be solved. Under root of 6 cannot be solved. So purposely this is 4 into 3 I have written. It means that this 4 will come out in the form of 2 and root 3 will be as it is. So 12 we will write as 2 root 3. Why are we doing that? Because we can take out some common factor. So here 6 will be as it is, but from this root 12 when we write it 2 root 3, we can take out 2 common. So take 2 common, left out is 3 plus minus root 3 upon 4. Now this term and this term are separated by a multiplication sign, so you can cancel it. So this will be cancelled. So ultimately the the two roots of the quadratic equation will be, we can write it as the first value x is equal to 3 plus root 3 upon 2 and second value will be 3 minus root 3 upon 2. We saw here in this case d. Whatever d is, according to that only we will see whether we are going to get the equal or distinct roots. Since d was greater than 0, it was not equal to 0. So real roots as well as two distinct roots we have got of this equation. Let's see the last fourth example. That is 2x squared minus 3x plus 5 is equal to 0. We'll calculate d first. D is b square minus 4ac. In this case, b is minus 3, x square minus 4, a is 2 and c is 5. Minus 3 square is 9, 4 2s are 8, 8 5s are 40. 40 and 9, this is negative, this is positive. When you solve it, what we are going to get? Minus 31. This minus 31 is negative. So what have we observed? D is less than 0. The minute we get D is less than 0, it means that there are no real roots possible of this equation. So we are not going to find out. We will simply say, since D is less than 0, so no real roots are possible. So what we have seen in all these equations, we have used the quadratic formula. Everything is based on D. So before we start, we will calculate D and we will see if D is greater than 0 or equal to 0, real roots are possible. When D is less than 0, no real roots are possible.